Hello, potato and ice cream. When you were younger, and by younger I mean could be yesterday, doesn't be that much younger, did you ever do that thing where you dip your French fries in your milkshake? I certainly have. Although when I did it, it was the 90s and it was McDonald's shakes, which I think at that point couldn't legally be called milkshakes because they weren't. They were just like a cup of chocolatey flavored foam that never actually melted. It didn't matter what temperature it was always like the same kind of consistency. So it's not necessarily, I mean, you couldn't really call it, I think like legally you couldn't call it a milkshake. That's why they were shakes back then. They've changed. They make them out of things that actually melt now, quite fast actually, especially in the summer when they are Grimace birthday shakes. But if you've done that thing, you may have done it with real milkshakes as well. That's, I think, what we're going for today from our frenemies at Van Leeuwen, makers of such wonderful things as Earl Grey ice cream and such abominations before the creator as Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream. We have limited edition Idaho potato malted milkshakes and fries French ice cream. And this is French ice cream because it has like too much egg yolk or something in it. It says on here, yeah, twice as many egg yolks as standard ice cream. So that's why they're French ice cream. But yeah, we're going for the, well actually, let's read the words. It'll tell us, probably better than my guessing, what we're going for. Ever since 2008, when Van Leeuwen was born out of a yellow truck on the streets of NYC, we've been making good ice cream from good ingredients that makes you feel good. After all, happiness is healthiness. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I do not believe there's anything healthy about what's inside this container. Continuing. And nothing makes us happier than this malted milkshake and fries ice cream. We got old school diner vibes and had a hankering for a milkshake and fries or a velvet and frog sticks. So 86 the rabbit food and enjoy a scoop or 7 of this slammin' combo of Idaho potato french fries and malted ice cream. Isn't that just the bee's knees? Ben, looks like Rats and Laura. That can't say rats. Pete. It says Pete. It says Ben, Pete, and Laura, not rats. I mean, I would buy ice cream made by someone called Rats, I suppose. Ingredients: cream, milk, cane sugar, Idaho registered trademark, potato flakes, egg yolks, butter, powdered sugar, malted barley, wheat flour, canola oil, tapioca syrup, water, vanilla extract, buttermilk powder, baking soda, sea salt, garlic powder. Okay, I'm getting Hidden Valley Ranch flashbacks here. Onion powder, monoglycerides, sodium acid, pyrophosphate, sodium bisulfate, citric acid, bisulfite, that probably makes a big difference. Citric acid, mixed rocco-farrels? I can't read that letter. Carabine gum and guar gum contains milk, eggs, and wheat. And it is, let's see, this container is 2.5 servings, 2/3 of a cup. One serving is 290 calories. The whole container is 750. We have salt in here twice. What's our sodium look like? 6% for a serving, 17% if you eat the entire thing in one sitting like a little piggy. And it's good until July of 2025. Well, at least it's going to last a while, or will it? Will it be really, really good? And I will just be the self-referenced little piggy and eat the whole thing myself. Let's we'll find out that part of it, but let's find out if I will even actually finish it. A life without anything good is bad. So I really did like the texture. The reason I have gone back to Van Leeuwen is I liked the texture of the Hidden Valley Ranch. The flavor was absolutely abhorrent, but the texture was very, very nice. And the Earl Grey ice cream proved that with decent flavors involved, you could make quite a nice ice cream from Van Leeuwen. So this one, I feel like we go either way on this one. I was actually kind of, reading the ingredients, we now know there's going to be potato flakes in there, so I'm guessing we're going to have more of the flavor of potato than the actual feel of it in the mouth. I was kind of expecting there to be like chunks of French fry in here, but reading the potato flakes, I'm guessing, I'm also looking at the top of the thing here, there's just potato mixed into it, which I don't know if that's going to be better or worse. I mean, ice cold French fries, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's what you usually get from a fast food place, isn't it? But I feel like actually in ice cream, that could be bad. So I think we're just going to deal with flavor. Now, the reference to garlic and onion powders, those do worry me because that makes it think we're going for more of a savory thing here. Now, they're pretty low in there. And like the second ingredient was sugar, right? Second or third ingredient? Third ingredient. Cream, milk, cane, sugar. So, and then potatoes. So, I mean, I'm not thinking we're going for too savory of a thing here, where the Hidden Valley Ranch was both sweet and savory, and that I think was just part of why it was awful. I don't think we're going too far into savory in this, but we do have garlic and onion in it, and that's a little worrisome. We've got it open now. You can see we have, I'm guessing those are the potato flakes in there. Don't like any big chunks or anything, this it doesn't look like. How's it smell? It actually smells. First whiff I got was French fries. Now, I don't know if that's something else. Maybe there's some leftover scent in here from something else I've done, but I am getting a French fry kind of a scent off of that, as well as sweetness, like the sweetness of the milkshake part of it, I guess. So, yeah, I'm clearly intrigued enough to have bought some. Van Leeuwen is not a cheaper ice cream. It's up there with like Ben and Jerry's as far as prices go, and if that means anything to you or not, it does. But Van Leeuwen is not, it's not your $2 great value ice cream. So let's dig in. I'm sure the lights in here have done a good job of melting a little bit of it at least. There's our nice little spoonful, a generous spoonful. I know, we're taking this seriously. We're going to try it legitimately, like maybe it'll be a good thing. But yeah, I legitimately do smell French fries. So, down the hatch. Honestly, the main flavor I'm getting is the malt. It's very malty. I'm not getting... I thought maybe that was potato. Maybe that's the malt. Because it's very grainy. There's a lot of stuff floating around in your mouth when you put some of this in there. It is definitely better than the Hidden Valley Ranch. I mean, that's an extremely low bar. If you can't be better than Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream, you probably have no business making food. But honestly, if I'm tasting the potato at all, it is immensely subtle to the point that I can't even with any certainty say I'm tasting it. I'm tasting the malt. I'm very strongly tasting the malt. Unless somehow I'm confusing the malt flavor with the potato flavor, but I don't think I am. I've had French fries a lot more recently than I've had anything malty. Certainly than I've had a malted milkshake, but I'm getting malt flavor. I'm not really getting the potato. I almost feel like we've been fooled into buying this with the promise of French fry, and we're just getting a vanilla malt. So in here, there are little clumps. I think like this here. That was actually a fairly good sized one. There's these little clumps that I think are the potato flakes. And when I get a little clump like this and break it apart in my mouth, I get almost more the texture of a French fry than the flavor of one. Like I'm getting a little chunk of a French fry in there. And that is where I am getting a little bit of maybe French fry flavor, or maybe I'm convincing myself of it, but I was expecting a lot more potato from this than I'm getting. I am getting predominantly malt. It's only those little chunks, I think, that I'm getting any real feel or maybe flavor of potato. So yeah, I like the Hidden Valley Ranch. This is a novelty flavor. It's meant for idiots like me to do on YouTube or TikTok, or to you know, just to eat performatively for other people to point and laugh at us while eating. But unlike Hidden Valley Ranch, it's not bad. It's very much of a vanilla malt. The potato is not, I thought potato would be a very dominant flavor in there, and it's not. I'm not tasting the garlic or onion at all. I'm sure they're in the potato, those little French fry chunks, but yeah, essentially this is something I guess you can get your friends to eat some of. Just, you can all have a laugh, and it's not at all what I thought it was going to be. It's it's vanilla malt ice cream, and it's not bad. Would I go buy it again? No, I bought it as a novelty to do a video on. I would never buy this again, but not because it doesn't taste good. Just because I feel like, you know, if you actually bought this, well, first of all, it's limited edition, probably already gone, but I don't feel like this is a thing that you would actually get again. Now, if they made just a vanilla malted ice cream, that I would consider buying again, just, you know, to eat like off camera, not performatively, because it as a vanilla malt, it's not bad at all. But the potato thing, despite having the big potato registered trademark logo on the front there, the potato thing is kind of a backseat to the vanilla malt. It's there when you get the little chunks of potato fry in it, but for the most part, what you have here is vanilla malt ice cream. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not necessarily a bad thing if you like vanilla malts. So that was interesting. Genuinely more pleasant than I thought it was going to be, less weird than I thought it was going to be, and not bad. I could see eating the rest of this over time, not just letting it sit in the freezer while I try to figure out something else to do with it, so I don't just like throw out a $5 cup of ice cream. But yeah, this was surprisingly edible. Good job, Van Leeuwen, I suppose, for making a good tasting product. Minus points for, you know, for deceiving me. This was going to taste more of French fries than it did, because again, for me, dipping the fries in those McDonald's shakes, the fry was still a pretty dominant flavor, much more so than it is in here. Now, maybe if I'd done that in real milkshakes or malts, that might have been different, but I did it in McDonald's shakes. So maybe that's my fault. Maybe, you know, I have a weird bar for this, and it's not quite hitting that bar. Maybe if I'd had like real milkshakes, gone to a real diner, which I don't believe any of these people are probably old enough to have gone to a real diner either. But you know, if I've been to Pop's Malt Shop in Riverdale, not the CW version, the comic book version from like before, maybe that's what this would taste like. But to me, it's not. But it's not bad, and I could probably keep continuing along those lines for another 10 or 15 minutes, but I will spare you that and end this video here. I hope you found it at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.